Invest some time. The one you want to marry. She's not as bad.
Negotiating your desired future with today's currency. The latest book by Dr. Michael Hutton Wood. It was Alan Kay who said, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." In his characteristic, humorous but insightful style, Bishop Michael Hutton Wood reveals in his latest book insights and secrets to creating one's predestined desired future. In this book, you will discover 1. You don't sleep with a vision, you run with it. 2. Prophecies just don't fulfill themselves. 3. You have another opportunity to start all over despite your past failures. 4. Fail forward instead of backward. And 5. The future is what you make it and not what you think it should be. Other insights include 1. Understanding the future. 2. The negotiation process. 3. Building useful and successful relationships. 4. Principles for success. 5. 30 secrets for creating change. 6. Global initiatives and much more. Negotiating your desired future with today's currency by Bishop Michael Hutton Wood. A must for your library. Order your copy today. Call 020-8689-6010 or order on our website by visiting www.houseofjudah.org.uk and order with your credit or debit card today.
Somebody use time to do this. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. You could have been sleeping. He told me on Wednesday it will be ready by this Sunday. But she said things must be done before the anniversary. Use time to create this. Time. If it was somebody, they will still be waiting for me to come to say something else. Time is the difference between success and failure. Watch this. Time is the difference between success and failure. Not your color, not your citizenship, not the color of your passport. Not the nation you live in or the nation you were born in, and not your relatives or your background. Time. I can't stop talking about this man who has bought the whole of Gatwick. That Nigerian black man. In a white man's land, a black man has come and bought the whole airport. The second largest airport in London. Bought by one black man who was using his mind. Richard Branson. I can't stop talking about that gentleman. Achievers. The next group of achievers are in this house. The next group of achievers are in this house. The next group of achievers are in this house. That's how some of the giants in KICC became who they are now. Teaching from their pastor. Econet, which is now T-Mobile, was invented by a black man in Zimbabwe. T-Mobile that you all have been using, or majority of you, was invented by a small black usher in somebody's church in Zimbabwe. It started as Econet. Today, T-Mobile by a black boy, not black man, boy, usher. Usher. Use his mind. Use time. The next group of inventors are being raised here today. My mama never wrote a book. I've written 10. 100 on my laptop. 4 manuals are coming out this year. My mama never wrote a book, but she invested in me to do what she didn't do. My children will do more. In their own field. See, that's why you must invest in your children. They said, children are going on a trip. What are you doing? Brother, pay the 50 for no. to go. I'm coming. You are coming where? Invest in the time. My mother used to pay for me to go to Akosombo, to go to Elmina Castle, school trips, educational trips, Ebony Gardens, botanical garden, to learn botany. Even though I got 6, 9, at least I went. Put money aside for your children and for you. Don't keep watching films that make you cry. Tissues. Cleanest tissue is your factory. Number 4. Time is the currency of a prosperous life. You use the currency of time to create a prosperous life. You use the currency of time. Time is a currency like money. Hello? You exchange money for products. Is that not the case? Exchange time for stuff. It's time. The reason why people fail exam is not because they don't know anything. It's because they don't know enough. The reason why people fail exams is not because they don't know nothing. They don't know enough to pass that test. That's why they fail. It's not demons. They don't know enough. Because spiritual warfare got that side. But under normal circumstances, you didn't learn enough. That's why you failed that exam. So go back and use time properly. That's what I have to do a whole year later. Time. I used 3 years instead of 2 years to do my masters by correspondence as a family man. 3 years. Correspondence. Still did my masters. Did my doctorate. Never went to university. No excuse. Never passed my O level to even go to A level to go to university. No excuse. I still got all the degrees I'm looking for. No excuse. It's about time. What you lost out on before. Well, create new words. Create time to achieve your goals. Am I hearing an amen here? Look, there is study. Buy my books. Read them. There is nothing you cannot accomplish if you set your mind to it. Let me define what discipline is to you. George Washington said, discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable. Procure success to the weak and confers esteem on all. Discipline. Discipline is my definition. Making yourself do what you must do but don't want to do. Discipline is doing what you know you must do but don't want to do. Getting yourself to do what you don't want to do but know you must do. That's what discipline is. I don't want to do it, but I have to. This morning when we were waking up from bed, we didn't want to come to church. I mean, we didn't want to travel all the way down here. It looked good in those mahogany, old-time 16th century beds. You can roll wherever you want. My bedroom was so wide that I had a sauna. Pastor's room had a sauna. I used to go sit down there and think. That was my thinking room. Not worrying room, thinking. Creating room. And lie in the bath, run myself the bath, lying, think. See, people look at rich people and say, you see, look, the reason why rich people have to, they must have a comfortable environment is so you can think. You can't think with all these children around. The Johnson family told me over the Chinese yesterday, things that we used to argue about. We discovered that since we came here, we don't even argue about it. When we mention it, we say, oh, it's done. And with the children around. Can you tell somebody, for make it easy on yourself? Make some time for yourself. Peace. The reason why they put the generals in specific comfortable bunkers to think for the allied army to win the battle. They don't put them with everybody else. So they can think. If they don't think properly, their whole army will be whipped and killed. So leaders must be allowed to stay in comfortable environments to think. And you are a leader. That's why I said don't just board any vehicle. Don't just board any plane when you are traveling. Africa, Airlines. That's madness.